Hello everyone, welcome to Astana Music's Artist Spotlight. Our guest today is originally from Denmark and she's performed all over Europe. She's one of Astana Music's hottest new artists. Please welcome Jonna. Thanks, Jonna.
Thank you, Jay.
Good to see you.
Happy to be here.
So tell me how you got started in music.
Well, music's been around me most of my life, most of my childhood. I grew up with classical piano in the house. My dad played a lot of classical piano. And then I started, I think maybe around 8 or 10, I started learning and picking it up, doing little recitals and stuff like that. And then later on, I just got really interested in singing. I started hearing all these amazing singers, actually from the United States, such as Whitney Houston, Stevie Wonder, and all those amazing singers. And that's how I kind of got interested in singing myself. So I did some choir, I did bands, I took some lessons, because I kind of had to figure out how do you actually get to sound like that.
Right, so who are your musical inspirations?
That is in the soul music, Whitney, Aretha, Stevie. That's what really inspires me, even though it's not the kind of music that I actually do or sing, but that's what get my creative juices flowing, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
To those people, yeah.
Well, those are great role models for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of message are you trying to bring with your music?
I want people to have a good time. It's not, right now, it's not really too serious. It's just to kind of, I want people to have fun. I want people to have a good time. I want them to want to dance, maybe forget like a bad day at the office or at school or whatever they're going through. So when they hear my music, they're like, forget about the week, forget about whatever I'm going through. I'm just going to let loose.
Have you ever had interest in anything outside of music for a career?
I've done a little bit of acting. I've actually been in Screen Actors Guild for over 10 years, but I just never really went that route. It could be something in the future, and it's always good to be part of Screen Actors Guild because you never know. So that could be something else further down the road.
So what is it about music? Why music?
Music is just the best. I mean, who doesn't love music? You know, imagine a world with no music. You know, I think everybody would go under. You know, music is there for every occasion. If you're sad, if you're happy, you want to celebrate, you have a certain mood you're in, music is just there.
Can you tell me about your process for creating music?
Writing songs can come in different ways. I will say, for me, the easiest way has been to actually have some music. So you get inspired that way to find melodies and find words, you know, for whatever mood that music brings to you. But some songwriters would actually just, you know, pull out words, from the air, from thin air. For me, that's a little more difficult because I feel like something has to inspire me. But it can definitely happen that way, that you have some words or some poetry that comes to you, and then you write it down. You know, you wake up 2 a.m. in the morning and you got something in your head, you got to write it down. Otherwise, in the morning, you might have forgotten.
And how would you describe your style?
The style of music right now that I'm doing is dance pop. So everything is like good beats, you know, good melodies, something people can, you know, catchy hooks, choruses that people can sing along to.
Yeah.
And dance and have fun.
Yeah, fun, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Jonna, tell me about a moment in your past when you were particularly inspired by your music.
I probably have to go back to where I was a kid, actually. It was actually my first Michael Jackson concert. And that inspired me beyond anything.
Was there a moment or a song that really caught your eye, your ear?
It was just the whole thing. It's just, I don't know if you've ever seen him in concert. I mean, he was just amazing.
Never live. His music, his lyrics, his dancing, the whole show.
The whole show, I mean, it was absolutely amazing, breathtaking. It just took you out of this world.
It sure does.
And I guess maybe that's what when I say I want people to get out of their own world or whatever they're going through, I guess that's what we want as artists. And he did it like to the utmost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself as that type of performer?
I wouldn't want to compare me to the king of pop. I don't want to do that. But he's definitely one of my main inspirations, along with Prince, who also was an incredible performer, songwriter, lyricist, singer, all those things.
Yeah.
That inspires us all, you know.
Right. Prince and Michael Jackson. Those are some quite some impressive role models. Are there any females that you look up to in that way?
Yeah, Whitney Houston was my first kind of vocalist, singer, songstress inspiration that I had, because she was and is amazing, incredible vocal talent if you just want to talk like technique and stuff, but also like emotionally, because that's what you also is very important as a singer, that you want to leave that emotional impact. You want to tell that story.
So if it wasn't music, what else would you be doing?
I probably would do something completely different in the field of health. Some people might call me a bit of a health nut. I don't really like that term. I'm just passionate about health, and I'm passionate about telling people or inspiring people to live a healthy life and live a long life. So anything that has to do with like vitamins and something you can find in, in the natural, kingdom of herbs and all this stuff that we have, that people can use, that feeds our bodies and nourishes our bodies. I probably would be something in that field, like a holistic doctor or something like that.
So it's the healthy living, it's the nutrition, it's exercise probably, right?
Yeah, that too.
So
lots of that, lots of exercising.
And then the other side is then perhaps you would have been a medical professional, a nurse or a doctor. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, but in the natural field, I would have been like a holistic doctor.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. Well, perhaps you can infuse that in your music somehow and bring that message to the masses.
That would be perfect. Bringing those worlds together. I haven't quite seen how that could be, but you never know. You never know where inspiration is going to come from, what you can write about.
Of course. So as you continue to grow in your career, who do you learn from today?
Today, I'm learning from my mentor, who is George Brown, founder of Astana Music.
Yes, founder of Kool and the Gang.
That too, yeah.
How did you start working with Astana?
We started recording and creating music about 4 years ago. Prior to that, I'd known George for many years. Our roads, we kind of crossed paths, as they say, and we had some mutual friends. And he had a different studio, he was doing some other things. But for some reason, that relationship didn't really, nothing really came out of that. It's, I guess, what you say, the right time. Sometimes it's not the right time, and it simply wasn't the right time. And then we kind of found each other again like 4 years ago, and he was telling me about how he was founding this Astana Music, and I want to be part of it, because he did remember, me being a singer, and I guess my sound and all that stuff, my passion for music back then. And I was like, yes. At that point, it's very interesting, because at that point, when I met him 4 years ago, I kind of almost given up on music a little bit, because it's a very hard business, and it's a very hard business to come up in. It's hard to find good people to work with, and it's also hard to find like honest people, believe it or not, like people who has your best interest and that kind of stuff. So I just felt like I'd been struggling with that thing, for years and years without no real result.
Well, that's interesting. I think that's nothing that's unique to you. There's a lot of artists that go through the same struggles.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know, though, what kept you from quitting? You said you thought about giving up on it, but you didn't.
Right.
So what is it that kept you in the game?
Well, I wasn't quitting, because I'm never going to quit singing. I love singing, and I love performing. So that I was never going to quit that. I just kind of had to figure out, kind of re-strategize, how am I going to do this? Because one thing is just to sing. We all just want to sing and perform, but another thing is kind of the practical, the business side. How do you go further? So I just kind of put it on the back burner. And I kind of started getting into my acting, commercials and stuff like that. And right at that time, that's when George Brown came along. And then I didn't have to quit at all.
Well, that's good. Yeah. That's serendipitous. Anyway,
right, exactly. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah.
What are the qualities of a good mentor like George that is so valuable to an artist like you?
Oh yeah, it's an incredible value. First of all, his experience. I think they're celebrating 50 years, Kool and the Gang this year. So it's like a lifetime of experience. So that means what a mentor can do can guide you around, like, you know, the deep hole so you don't fall down, to go a more direct way and not make the mistakes that other people make.
Are there any mistakes in particular that he helped you to avoid?
I don't know yet. I think I will see that once my music is released and once I really have to start doing big things, you know, touring and music being out and that kind of thing. I think that's where it really gets crucial to have a mentor.
I see.
Because right now it's mostly just, you know, we recording, we writing. It's very much been a creative process. So.
Very good. And so what are you most excited about now?
Right now I'm super excited about my upcoming release. It should be coming out later this summer, maybe early fall. It's a song that we co-wrote in the studio. It's called I Come Alive. And it's fun, it's a hot beat. We have several different mixes. We have a dance mix, we have a reggaeton mix. It's a great song. It's catchy, it's danceable, it's fun.
What is I Come Alive about?
It's about someone who got inspired by a young man. It's a love song.
Is this from personal experience, Jonna?
Everything is always a little bit of personal experience in all songs. So,
a little truth to it.
Right, because you gotta like kind of, you don't pull it out of thin air. You gotta like kind of pull it from somewhere. So yeah, it's some time in my life there was someone who made me come alive. And that's what this song's about.
Got it. So it's a feel-good song, dance song. It's exactly up your alley.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And
I can't wait for you to hear it.
I can't wait to hear it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for sure. And it's due out the end of the summer, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
We're gonna make a hot video as well. So excited about that too.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Anything else you're working on?
We're always working on stuff. I have a good amount of songs that also could be releases after this one. But we chose this one as the first one. But I have a lot of material. And I'm hoping to also write more. This past year I've been focused a lot on actually writing for other people, other artists as well. So, and that's a fun process too, because then you're not attached the same way when it's not your own song. Yeah. It doesn't mean you're not giving your best, but it's kind of different when you write for someone else versus writing for yourself.
That's a different kind of creativity.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. What have any big successes in collaborating with other artists?
Well, sometimes if you're just writing on your own, sometimes you can actually get stuck. They call writer's blocks. You heard about that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So then, when you have that, then someone the other writer was inspired by what you wrote. So they kind of everybody just kind of moves it along.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's the beauty of collaborating and writing with other writers. But it also has to be a chemistry. You can't just write with anybody.
That's really important.
You need a chemistry with the people. Even if it's just the first time you met them, you don't have to have known them for 10 years. You can know them for 20 minutes and you know, okay, we got the chemistry. That's right. So
chemistry is something you either have or you don't, or is it something you can build over time?
I think if you have a lot of experience and you're a really, really good writer, you could probably write with anybody. But I think the best result you're going to get if you have natural chemistry. And sometimes you might not always be able to have that. Then you have to then come up with something anyways.
Let's do something special here. You want to play a game?
Uh-oh. I don't know, Jay.
All right.
Be a nice game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a little thing called Fun Facts.
Ooh, fun facts.
So we're going to learn a little bit more about you here, Jonna. All right, you ready?
I like to stay mysterious, though.
Okay. That's up to you.
Okay. Shoot away.
All right. So, your guilty pleasure.
Candy. Sugar.
Oh, we all have that, I think.
Yeah. No, actually, that's a special candy. Every time when I actually go to Denmark, they have the best candy in the world. It's kind of licorice-ish. It's not pure licorice. It's kind of blended with something else. Best candy ever. So.
What if you don't like licorice?
But it doesn't taste like licorice. It has like something else on it. I can't explain it.
And you can't get it here?
Not really. You got to look for it hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, next time I'm in Denmark,
I write it down for you.
bring me some.
Yeah, okay, I'll bring you some.
Okay, perfect. All right. What's your secret talent?
Secret talent?
Everybody's got a secret talent. What's yours?
I don't know.
She's saying it's secret.
It's not secret. All my talents are out in the open.
See, I've got a couple. I can curl my tongue, see?
Oh, I used to be able to do that.
Oh, you
do
can
that
do
too.
it. There you go.
That's my secret. Thanks for reminding me. That's my
it.
secret talent too.
And if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, read people's minds.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah. So whose mind would you read? And what
Yours.
are you trying to find out? No, there's nothing up there.
I mean, just anybody. I mean, you like meeting someone, oh, hi, how are you? And you want to read their mind,
Yeah,
see
well,
if are they really being honest with you, or they're being truthful. If they're
Right.
saying, oh, I love your dress, maybe they're thinking something else.
Right.
Or maybe something they don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Find out secrets.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? All right. Okay. What is the biggest risk you've ever taken?
You know what, to be honest with you, I'm not a big risk taker. I kind of plan everything out.
I don't agree with that.
Very
You're in the
carefully.
music business. That's a risk.
But that's life. That's your spirit. You can't run from that. So you got to do that. Some people feel that it was a big risk for me relocating from Denmark to the U.S. I personally don't feel that was a huge risk because it was kind of planned out as well. But I meet a lot of people who are really impressed by that. Oh my God, you left your country? You're alone? You don't know anybody? You didn't? So.
So did you struggle at all when you came here?
Not when I first got here, but later on I did. I struggled a little bit, yeah.
Do you want to tell me about that?
No, but it's just hard to make. It was hard for me to make ends meet and stuff.
So you were the classic starving artist.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah. Then I found out, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in LA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there are many kind of jobs that you can do. I found out, but you have to be here for a while to find out what you actually can do to make money if you want to pursue art. Because if you're pursuing art, either as a singer or actress, you can't work in an office, but you need your time flexible. So there's a lot of those kind of jobs in LA. So I kind of got hip to what that was, and then things were better.
Yeah. Okay, you made it through.
I made it through. I'm here, right?
That's right. You have to do what you love, right?
Exactly.
So we had talked about mentorship earlier, and so I'm a real big believer in the power of role models and mentorships, and that while we seek mentors for ourselves, we should seek to become mentors and role models for people who want to be where we are today. Do you agree?
Absolutely agree.
So how would you describe yourself as a role model today?
Well, that's actually something that has been on my mind. Not necessarily in music. I could be a musical mentor maybe later on, but it's been on my mind to be a mentor maybe for for girls growing up, maybe growing up, less fortunate, struggling homes or single parent home or something like that. Because I actually grew up like that myself. My mom was a single mom, raising two girls, me and my sister. So, but I come a long way and I learned a lot. So I would love to guide girls from, who are lesser fortunate.
Yeah,
be a mentor that way. Just be a mentor in life.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Yeah, I want to see you do more of that.
Yeah.
So, last question. What is the impact that you want to have in the world?
Positivity. I could squeeze it down to one word.
That's very good.
Positivity. I want to be a positive influence in this world, a light, if you want.
Well said. Thank you, Jonna.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Jay.
So, Jonna, I'm really excited in your new music coming out later this summer. Where can we find more about you?
Well, I am on Astana Music's website.
Social media?
It's Jonna_Elizabeth on Instagram. On Facebook, I am Jonna Elizabeth. On Twitter, I am Singer Jonna. On YouTube, I am Jonna Elizabeth.
All right, big thanks to our special guest, Jonna, for her visiting us in the studio today and sharing her journey. Be sure to check out her new release coming later this summer. And also you can check out more about Astana Music at astana-music.com. All right, see you next time. All right, thanks. That was a lot of fun, right?